Welcome back to another episode of Hot Takes and Pump Fakes. We got the regular crew. Kelv's probably going to stop in later, so we got a big crowd tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of interesting topics we're going to talk about. So, it seems like football is just year round at this point for us. Us media guys, and we got the NFL Combine coming up later this week. Um, I'll start off with James. His team kind of had the most success out of all of our teams really this season. So, I mean, what do you think the Chargers are looking for, and then maybe what's a guy that you're looking at,
Um,
regardless if the Chargers get him or not?
yeah, I'll talk Chargers first. Just a couple guys that I've been seeing potentially. The guy that I really, really want, he comes from the ACC. John knows him pretty well. Plays him 3, 4 times a year. A guy named Zay Flowers, wide receiver from Boston College. This guy put on 13 pounds of muscle in the offseason. He's going to have an excellent showing at the combine. I think he's going to fly up the draft board. And if the Chargers are smart, that's what we need. We need a guy who's going to run a 4.3, 4.4, got hands. I'm fine with him or Jalen Hyatt. If they want to go in a different direction, I could see us getting a tight end, Dalton Kincaid from Utah. I like him a lot. I don't think they're going to go Michael Mayer. I think we need a dynamic tight end pass catcher, and Kincaid's that. And then if they want to go defense, I could see us getting the Notre Dame edge, Isaiah Foskey, John, and the Cox, aka me, Ryan, David Owens. We saw him play against South Carolina. Actually, no, he opted out, but that game. But he was really raw, really talented, big physical freak. So yeah. But other combine notes. This might be like the first combine where a bunch of quarterbacks are throwing. You got the big three and C.J. Stroud, Richardson, and Will Levis throwing and doing the actual combine. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And then a couple players to watch out for. I got two. I think Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. He's gonna fly up the draft board. He's gonna be the first corner taken. And then Darius Rush from South Carolina. He's gonna run a 4.4 or under. He's going to ball out. He's going to move into like a third round selection. So, and also another note, Derek Carr is in Indianapolis right now. He has 3 meetings with 3 different teams. So,
Sheesh.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's kind of surprising seeing Will Levis throw. I mean, obviously, he's a top three quarterback, so I didn't really see any point in him playing in the Senior Bowl. So maybe I guess all the talk got to him, and he decided that he needed to throw. So it's gonna be exciting to see those guys throw. Brewer, I'm
Yeah.
sure you got a lot to say about this. The
No,
combine
I do.
coming up.
Yeah, no, I do for sure. Obviously, from Falcons' standpoint, we got to take an edge. I just think we're last in the NFL in sacks. I mean, it's just we got to be able to have somebody that rush the passer. I would not be entirely opposed to trading up and drafting Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. I know Jalen Carter's an interior guy, but he's an interior guy who can rush the passer. English is tough today, fellas. So I think those are two guys. Obviously, I really like. There's a few more edge prospects out there. Um, that would be okay with getting, but I think we got to get some. We got to address the pass rush first. It's going to be fun to watch Anthony Richardson run in the combine. I saw where RG3 had he's the fastest quarterback with a 4.33 or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see if Anthony Richardson can beat that. You know, I don't. Anthony Richardson is not going to be a good NFL quarterback by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just calling it like I see it, or fellas. But I think he's going to test extremely well in the combine. He's going to run. He can throw the ball 70 something yards. I mean, he's got all the intangibles. I just don't see it translating to an NFL football game. But I think he's going to be a guy who really, really, really helps himself by testing in that combine. Maybe to be the first overall pick. I think these teams are really going to fall in love with him at that combine. So that's what I got.
I got a couple questions for you. Boys, y'all are welcome to chime in when I say this, especially Coach P for this first question. Y'all are talking about edge rushers. What about a guy like Miles Murphy? I know,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
yeah, I know you
What
might not be the
about-
biggest fan of him, but I mean, dude,
He's
dog.
good.
Or how about John's like fourth favorite team, the Texas Texas Tech? I mean, come on, Tyree Wilson.
Harry Wilson, yeah, he's a beast.
I don't really follow much Texas Tech football. Women, I do, but
No, that was
football, I
James.
don't.
My bad. Man,
Yeah,
my bad. James is the Texas Tech fan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a
Tyree
Texas
Wilson's
Tech
a
fan,
beast.
just not of the athletics, but the women that go there.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
boy. Oh, boy.
And then
Oh, boy.
my another question is, so let's say Stroud's off the board, let's say Young's off the board, let's say Falcons decide to go get a quarterback. Who would you pick? AR-15 or Will Levis? Brewer?
You know, that's such a loaded question because I think they're both going to be bad NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose as Anthony Richardson, y'all know everybody knows my opinions about Will Levis. The guy's just not good. He chokes in big games. He throws the ball to other teams much he throws at his own team in the big games. I just don't think he's very good at all. So I would take Anthony Richardson. It just scares me because he's so raw right now. I just don't think it's hard to draft a non-NFL ready quarterback that early in the draft.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it would definitely between those two would be Anthony Richardson, but I wouldn't want either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see either one of you. I don't see the Falcons drafting a quarterback. I think you just got to either sign one or just go with Ritter. I don't think drafting one's an option. So let me swing it to Davo. What are you looking forward to seeing this weekend in Indianapolis?
Well, in terms of the Broncos, we do not have a first-round pick this year, but we do have a fairly early second-round pick, and I'd like to have a wide receiver to pair it with Judy and Sutton, even though we have Tim Patrick coming back next season. I mean, you just don't have that wide receiver one, and I think if you have a couple young guys like Judy and the guy I'm about to name, where I think he'll fall, is the Cincy wide receiver Tyler Scott. This guy averaged 20 yards a catch his whole college career.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good. That's pretty good.
And I'd like to have him on my team. And need to get as much help to Russ as you possibly can because he is not looking like himself. But that's basically all I want. I wouldn't mind another tackle to match up with DJ Jones. But I think we really strictly need a really good for a wide receiver. It may be a backup quarterback, maybe in the third round. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. But the two guys I got, the sleeper guys, is the first guy I'm gonna talk about is Tyon Evans. He's a Louisville running back. Some of you may know him. He played at Hartsville High School. This guy absolutely ran through me like a freight train back in high school.
He
Thought
did.
I saw Jesus. I really hope he has a great opportunity to show off his true skill set and maybe improve his draft stock because he's pretty talented. And the next guy is the Georgia tight end, Darnell Washington. He's 6'7", 265. If he can really show that he has some speed, I think that'll improve his draft stock a lot. He's going to be most definitely a sleeper pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think Broncos need to go offense. Play Banker on the outside for Russ because, I mean, this is kind of his make or break year, honestly. And I think getting a guy like that or trading to get a receiver would be good. Let me swing it to Mowens, Frat Boy Owens. What are you looking forward to with the combine?
So obviously James touched on it. Zay Flowers putting on all that weight. I want to see kind of what he does in other fields at the combine. And then for me, mostly I'm looking at the quarterbacks for the Panthers. I think they're either going to go quarterback or running back. And I don't like Levis in that spot. I thought Richardson was going to still be there, but after all the talk and everything I've been hearing, I think seeing or whatever on social media, I think he's going to go pretty high, especially if he runs if he runs that 40 like Brewer was talking about, I could definitely see one of the teams up top snagging him before. But I mean, you also got Young and Stroud too, two really solid quarterbacks. Running back wise, I would love to see what's his first name? Jahmyr Gibbs in a Panthers uniform. I think he's an absolute stud of a running back. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
So, would you rather have Gibbs over Bijan Robinson?
Yes.
I think Gibbs is going to end up being McCaffrey 2.0.
Yeah.
Alabama lined him up at receiver a couple times.
Yeah, he's a receiving back. I mean,
he's McCaffrey 2.0 because he runs extremely hard too. Doesn't stop moving.
That's a very interesting take. I didn't think that you were going to say Jahmyr Gibbs at all, to be honest. But I can see the Panthers going that direction, what you and James were talking about. So let me swing it to the other Falcons fan in the call right now. What are we looking for Falcons-wise? Maybe some other stuff as well.
First thing I want to address is potentially the worst take I've ever heard that came yesterday from a certain member of this podcast. His name is James Garey, talking about the Falcons trading up and getting Anthony Richardson first overall. That is just asinine. I would pack up my apartment and leave Atlanta tomorrow if that happened.
It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. There's zero chance. We're not gonna. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. Whatever. So as far as combine goes, looking at it from a Falcons fan standpoint, like Brewer said, our biggest need is somebody to get to the quarterback. I mean, defense overall, but interior or edge. I mean, that's got to be first overall. I mean, for us at least, our first pick. So I mean, yeah, I'd love to keep an eye on Tyree Wilson. Like I said, Will Anderson's going to be gone by the time we get a pick, unless we trade up, and I don't know who we'd give up to do that. So I'd love to keep an eye on Tyree Wilson, Miles Murphy. There's a lot of talented guys everywhere on defense that can fall to 9th overall for us. If we didn't want to go defensive end, go defensive tackle. Jalen Carter will be gone, but, Brian Brees might still be on the board. Get him to help out Grady. If you wanted to do a linebacker, Drew Sanders would probably still be there. I mean, at 9th overall from Arkansas, dude put up pretty good numbers this year. So, I mean, and we've got him everywhere. I mean, we still got Casey Hayward for now. We've still got AJ Terrell. If we need a third cornerback, which we do, go ahead, Brian Branch, or, just tons of talented guys. I won't be upset with that first round pick as long as it's not Anthony Richardson or a quarterback. That's not our need. I mean, we need a quarterback, but that's not the biggest. We've got to get this defense sorted out. But
yeah, I don't see, like I was saying with Brewer, I think if y'all draft a quarterback, I think you need changes up front. Because the draft class is coming in next year. You get 1 year to get Ritter, and then you can see if he's not doing good, well, you have Caleb Williams, you got Drake May. I mean, you got Spencer Rattler who shows out. I mean, you got guys in that potential draft class next season. So I just don't see the rush in drafting one of these guys.
And it's like, I don't see why we would do that when, like you said, you have all those guys next year. Plus, we don't really have the firepower to trade up unless we're getting rid of someone like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, AJ Terrell, Grady Jarrett. Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Whereas next year, if we wanted a quarterback, we'll have more guys that we have now or that we're going to draft from this draft, If someone doesn't work out, trade them. So trade a pick.
Yeah, and also with the quarterback situation, there's so much uncertainty about every single one of these quarterbacks in this year's draft.
Yeah.
It's like high risk, high reward. But I think I'll go into my part with this. I think the most complete quarterback in in the combine and in this draft is C.J. Stroud.
Oh,
I mean, we had thoughts about his running. Well, he tore up Georgia with his legs. Best defense in the country for the past 2 years. We thought he was scared to run. He wasn't scared to run that game. So I think he's the most complete package. Honestly, I think he should be the first quarterback off the board. I think his name's getting less mentioned just because of combine hype and stuff. And then, I mean, Rams, I mean, you're going to see Jalen Ramsey get traded from here until the draft. I mean, he's going to, just the way it's been looking. I mean, hopefully we can get a good draft pick out of it. I think we got to get a first-round pick out of him if we're going to trade him. I don't think there's no point in trading him this year if we can't get a first round, you know?
I'll give you one of our 4th-round picks.
I can't do that, Coach B. I'm sorry. And then my last thought on this is I'm sure y'all can also agree with this. The Clemson, you know, we have like 8 or 9 guys going in the combine. There's maybe 4 or 5 that really should be invited to the combine. There's some guys that are going to the combine from our team that shouldn't even gotten an invite, sniffed an invite. I think those 5 guys are Breesy, Murphy, Walker Parks, our tight end, Jordan McFadden, and Trenton Simpson. That's it. Those are the only people I think that get an invite. So my question is, do y'all think that there should be less people getting invited to the combine?
No.
From these bigger schools?
No.
Because so many people opt out to begin with. You know what I mean?
It's just like Joseph Ngata should not be in the NFL combine.
I love name dropping right now.
I'll name drop him.
I think that's the kind of point of the combine, though, is like allow these guys a chance to like perform in front of the NFL scouts.
Yeah.
I think the number. I mean, I don't think the number really matters. I mean, as long
That's
as
why you got pro days, though.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but I mean, there's still a lot of guys that don't get invited. You know,
I mean, players like Bryce Young. You know, he decided not to participate in the combine. He doesn't need to. Everybody knows what he's got. CJ Stroud doesn't need to. Everybody knows what he's got. I mean, you're sitting there throwing 50-yard dimes, yeah, but you have no pressure in your face. You don't have any offensive line coming back being pushed onto you, stepping on your feet, making you trip. It's kind of just it's a showcase. It's not a simulation. So
and that's why Anthony Richardson is going to be the first quarterback taken.
Correct. Okay. And I mean, look what happened with like Zach Wilson, Josh Allen, Herbert, all these other guys.
Dog, you didn't.
You include.
Yeah,
Isn't that right?
I did. First name that comes out your mouth is Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. It happened with Zach Wilson. He throws 70-yard bombs at his pro day and combine, and then he's number 2 pick over Fields, Mac Jones, and
yeah, but you just put him in the same sentence as guys with NFL success.
Yeah,
I'm just telling, some scouts and execs and coaches just get these big googly eyes when they see guys throw these bombs, but they are obviously not.
Well, if that's the case, then,
like they should be.
If that's the case, then Will Levis would be first overall. I think he has the strongest arm in the draft.
It's either going to be Levis or Richardson, I think.
Well, I mean, Trayvon Walker wouldn't have been the number 1 overall pick without the combine last year.
It helps. Combine helps.
I don't know. But let's switch over to a topic that we have not discussed during our tenure as Hot Takes and Pump Takes. And that is the Wild Wild West. We got March Madness coming up, so it's time to talk about men's NCAA basketball. I'll swing it to Duke Boy first again. I mean, what are you thinking going into March Madness?
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry, I'm watching the Duke game. Yeah, going into it. Oh crap! NC State just hit a big shot. Here's what I got. Not really going to talk about Duke right now. College basketball tourney preview. Here's some sleeper teams that I really like. I got 5. Liberty's actually playing right now against Bellarmine in the ASUN tournament. They got a kid And Darius McGee, he just broke the school record for threes in a season. He's averaging like 24 points a game. This kid's a stud. He's going to take that team, hopefully, to a A-Sun tournament win. Hopefully in the tournament, because I think it'll be a fun team. They're going to give somebody some trouble in the first round. Maybe get a first-round dub. Another team, they're playing right now against Duke, NC State. This team's loaded with a bunch of scorers. Defense needs a little work right now, but, man, they're just tough to play, especially when their guys are on, which it could happen. Another team I like is Florida Atlantic. I think they're probably, I hate to say it, I think they're probably the best mid-major this season. Just looking at net rankings for college basketball, they are above College Charleston, UAB, UNC Wellington, teams like that. They got 2 scorers who are really freaking good, and I think they can get an at-large bid because of how dominant they are. A couple other teams I like. UAB, they got Eric Gaines, Jordan Jelly Walker, 2 dynamic guards. You need guard play in the NCAA tournament. We've seen it over and over again. And then finally another ACC team, Pittsburgh. I believe in what Jeff Capel's doing over there. I think they got a real shot at winning the ACC tournament and getting a larger bid. So, yeah, but I think Duke Duke's getting hot at the right time. If they beat NC State tonight, I think that's 3 or 4 straight. I like the defense. They stop teams. I mean, Kansas only scored 50 on them the first game. Purdue didn't put up a lot. And they played them. They played good teams all around. They're ready for it. Shire's ready for it. I think UNC and Duke see each other in the ACC tournament. Probably in the semis or even the finals. I think UNC is also going to get hot fast. I think they make the tournament. I hate to say it, UNC is going to make the tournament. So,
Yeah, we'll make the tournament. I ain't really too worried about that, but let me swing it to Coach P. I know you don't watch college basketball that much, but what we thinking?
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of college hoops. I will say it's refreshing to see Alabama succeed in something other than football. So that kind of makes me feel good, home state. We're gonna ignore that voice crack. So that being said, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The whole time James was talking, I was sitting here looking up odds of who will win March Madness when I wasn't listening to the sirens going outside of Ryan's window.
Dude, goodness gracious. I'm sorry about that, fellas.
No, you're good. I just want to be sure everything's okay, man.
As far as I know, everything's good, man. I mean, I appreciate it.
Of course.
City of Dreams was going crazy on Tuesday night, I guess.
City of Nightmares. I don't know, man. In my heart, I want to say that, I would love to watch Alabama make a push for it. But I think they can. I mean, but at the same time, they were, 12 seconds away from being upset in Columbia the other night.
It don't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's, those are the games you got to look at because y'all have had so many double-digit losses that y'all stay blowing up the group chat complaining about South Carolina men's basketball. So when you see that happen, it comes down to a buzzer beater. It's kind of concerning for me, for a casual fan who doesn't keep up with it a lot. So yeah, got to go there. I don't know. I will say I do watch March Madness when it usually happens, or when it happens, I usually watch it. I know, I can't wait to see Gonzaga, see in what fashion they choose to choke this year. I'm sure it'll be something, all kinds of just brewed from the witches of hell. I don't know, but it's going to be something different that we've never seen before. I will say, St. Mary's has like a 3,000 odds according to DraftKings. I don't think they're going to win it, but I could see them making a push, maybe, Sweet 16, Elite 8, and kind of upsetting some teams along the way. But that's really all I've got.
Okay. What about Troy? You know how they looking this year?
I don't know a lot. I know they were last year was a rebuild. I think they started strong. I don't know what their overall record is right now, though. I'll
Troy has a chance to win the Sun Belt.
Do they? Because I knew,
Yeah.
dude, Georgia State used to run the Sun Belt for basketball. I mean, they just
Go Panthers, baby.
next.
Mowens.
All right. So I don't watch a lot of college basketball in either, unless it's South Carolina, and I even stopped watching them too. So, but I'll give you what I think the number one seeds are, and then my first two out, I guess you could say. So I got Purdue, obviously number one seed. I've been playing good all year. Kansas, Alabama, for reasons that Pruett mentioned, and then obviously Houston. I think based on the research I did and everything, Houston is a really solid team. Maybe win it all. Who knows? And then the first two out that I have is UCLA and Arizona. Arizona unfortunately got heartbroken the other night against Arizona State, but I still think they're like right on the edge of being a 1 seed, 2 seed kind of team.
Yeah. I think those are pretty good picks. Brewer.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a really, really fun March Madness. It's teams, a lot of teams that aren't. I mean, it's not the Dukes, it's not the Kentuckys, North Carolinas, it's not those teams. I mean, Kansas is going to be a high seed, but it's not those teams that are going to be super high seeds. It's different teams. It's Alabama, it's Houston, it's Purdue, it's Virginia's always pretty high up there. But it's going to be fun. It's a lot of these different teams that are really freaking good this year. I'm with Owens though, man. Houston is really, really, really freaking good. I mean, in March Madness, I know John and I have talked about this before, and James as well. Guard play wins March Madness if you have every year. I mean, if you got an elite guard that can score, you're gonna do really freaking well. And also old teams like these. It's never the teams with the most one and dones that succeed in March Madness. And Houston's got both of those. I mean, they got Marcus Sasser, senior guard, averaging 17 a game. They got one freshman that starts. The rest of them are juniors and older. So they're experienced teams. They're battle tested. I think Houston's really got a chance. Purdue, it's going to be interesting to see. I think obviously Zach Eves is an incredible player, but if you got a team such as Houston that can spread Purdue out and make Zach Edey play in space, I think that team's going to give Purdue some problems. So I think there's a lot of teams that can do that in March Madness with elite guard play. Purdue's got good guards, but if you can keep Zach Edey in space and don't let him hover around the rim to protect that rim, it's going to be tough for Purdue to win. So I think right now Houston's my pick, but I think it's completely up for grabs this year more than it has in a long time. I think Alabama's got a chance. They have enough experience. Then they have Brandon Miller. He's incredible. So it'll be fun to watch this year. I'm really excited to watch March Madness. What up, Melvin?
What's up, fellas?
What up,
What up,
Kel?
Kel?
I'll give you all a team that I think's going to win it. UConn.
Okay. I got to disagree with you.
Tony, watch.
We on college basketball right now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Brewer, I like your point about guard play.
Welcome win.
I think I probably get flagged for this when I say this, but I think the only good team that's really won with a big that's just carried them is when Christian Laettner played at Duke.
I would say 2015 Duke, Jahlil Okafor.
Or maybe Okafor and maybe Anthony Davis.
I was about to say Anthony Davis, Kentucky.
Those three guys, and then
Karl Anthony Towns, Kentucky.
Oh, Kansas with Jalen Wilson. He's not big, but
he's not a big man. I'm not counting him.
Wasn't Cat and the Kentucky Wildcats undefeated till they lost the championship?
Yeah,
they lost.
Teams
Right.
that won,
Oh, teams that won?
Yeah.
UNC last year with Armando God.
Well, the 92. Well, with both those Duke teams we mentioned, they both had really good freaking point guards, and Tyus Jones and Bobby Hurley.
It's just I don't know.
Joakim Noah. I mean, I know that Florida team was stacked with Corey Brewer, Al Horford. I mean, you had Al Horford and Joakim Noah
Yeah.
and Chandler Parsons too.
You had two ridiculously good centers for
Wait,
no.
did you say Chandler Parsons?
Wasn't Chandler Parsons on that Florida team?
No.
He was later.
Oh, he was a little bit later. Oh, my bad. Well, it was
Yeah.
Corey Brewer, Noah, and Horford, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me swing it to Davo, and then I'll swing it to you, Kel, on your March Madness take. So let's hear it, Davo.
All right. Speaking on going into March Madness, it's gonna come down to these last couple games for a lot of these teams to get in my personal opinion. A team I could see, I got a couple teams here that I think for Elite Eight and Final Four. A team I've got that I can see making Elite Eight is Iowa. You got 5 guys averaging 10 points a game. This also could be recency bias, but as I am typing this, they were beating ranked Indiana by 21. They were ranked 15th, by the way. When you got 5 guys averaging double digits, that's points. The point of at the end of the game, the team with the most points wins. I hate to back Matt Owens here, but a team I have solidified in the Final Four in my eyes is UCLA. Their only losses were ranked 11th Arizona. They were ranked Arizona was ranked 11th at the time. USC, who is 3rd in the Pac-12 as of right now, which is not a terrible loss. You take a game in your conference, it's not that big of a deal. Ranked 19th Illinois at the time, and ranked 5th Baylor. I know they have a top 10 matchup coming up, which will really test them. It's Arizona. Again, I don't see them losing again to Arizona, so that they could really make a push to maybe even get a better 1 seed. I will talk about Duke a little bit. If we play consistent, we have the potential to make the Elite Eight easy. My favorite player on the team is Jeremy Roach. He had 20 tonight. He, in my eyes, he is the definition of a dark horse. I mean, he was injured for a little bit there, come back, boom, dude gets hot, like James was saying. I think without Jeremy Roach, that team is a whole lot worse. I wouldn't say a whole lot worse, but definitely worse.
It's a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
He's the glue.
Most definitely. And it's all you could ask for out of a point guard, man.
Yeah, but I mean, he needs to be ready because he's going to have to play 40 minutes a game, I think.
He could do it.
Nah, he won't have to. He won't, John.
35.
He's going to have to play 35.
He's playing upwards of 33 minutes a night.
Well, you need to bump it up, I'm telling you.
I think minimum is 33.
Minimum, yeah.
March Madness.
Yeah, minimum.
No.
Yeah, John, I'm telling you,
Anyways,
it's going to be minimum.
I'll move on real quick from that. I can talk all day about that. Kel, welcome. You feeling pretty good right now? I know you're
Yeah.
not in your normal spot.
Yeah, the missus and her friend are out there watching The Bachelor, so I had to move.
Well, it's good to see you,
So,
Melvin.
yeah, thanks, guys. Had to do some events for the Rays, but
A little work dinner.
yeah, a little work.
Melvin and the gas.
Yeah. As far as March Madness, man, I really like Alabama. I feel like everybody does. I know the whole situation stuff going on with Brandon Miller, but when that guy's on, he's on. Nobody in the country can stop him. I don't think anybody in the country can stop that team when they're on. Problem is, some days they're on, some days they aren't. Sometimes they let trash teams like South Carolina hang in with them to the last bucket of the game, which you really don't need in
You got a point.
the tournament. But also, I know easy pick, but Houston, I mean, they're the number 1 team in the country, of course, but their defense is ridiculous. What's that, Coach P?
Huh?
What was that?
It's Melvin. from Madagascar.
Yeah, Houston. I mean, their defense is ridiculous. Also, Gonzaga. I know they can just never get over the hump sometimes, but they're always still a good team. Drew Timmy. Gonzaga's thing is they can't run into like a really good center. I feel like that's probably what they struggle with. They lost to Purdue with what's his name, Zach Edey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dogged them. So I don't know. I haven't really been into college basketball this year, just with football season, hockey season going on right now. So I'm really starting to, look into things. Obviously, everybody does when March Madness comes. But if I had to choose a team to win it today, I mean, I'm probably going with them. I just like Brandon Miller so much. Dude's a dog. So casual nails.
So a couple things for me. Y'all have been mentioning Purdue all night. They're not going to go very far in the tournament
Never do.
because the way they play basketball, especially their defense, if they run into a team that can spread the floor, like a Clemson, like a Duke, guys who can shoot the three and defend pretty well, it's going to be a tough night. You put pressure on Zach Edey, get him out. I mean, they haven't beat Indiana all year, and their center's 6'9". And and they 1 through 5 can shoot. Whoever comes off the bench can shoot. It's going to be tough for them to go very far. They got to figure that out. Coach Painter's a really good coach, I think, but the way the team's set up, it's going to be really hard for them to play against a spread out offense. Final Four predictions. These might change in a couple weeks, but I got 2 teams set in. They're both from Texas. I got Houston. Like Brewer and all y'all have been saying, that's a really experienced squad. Coach Sampson, maybe his final year coaching at Houston. We'll see. And then I got Baylor. It's a hot take.
A different way.
It's going to be a tough road. Don't get me wrong, but Keontae George might be the second best freshman behind Brandon Miller in my eyes. Kid can light it up. He can play defense. He can do it all. You got Adam Flagler, a senior guard. He's probably averaging like 20 points a game, if I had to guess. He's also a good defender. And Baylor's defense is great every year, and it doesn't get him in trouble. So I could see them in the Final Four. And then these are also some hot takes. I see a team from the SEC coming in from the Final Four, and I have a team from the ACC. Now, there's three teams from the ACC that'll be in. That'll be Virginia, Duke, or North Carolina. I think the experience with North Carolina and Virginia is going to get them far, and I think if Jeremy Roach stays healthy and plays 35 minutes plus, a tough squad to beat. And then from the SEC, I can see Bama, or I can see Arkansas or Kentucky in the Final Four. Arkansas is just loaded. You talk about Alabama being loaded, Arkansas is loaded. Probably even more loaded. If all their guys are going and they're playing defense, I don't see a team that can beat them. But that's pretty much it for me. College basketball. Hopefully Clemson gets in. That'd be nice to see. And then let's switch over to Major League Baseball. So we're going to continue our top 10 list. We're going to do first base and second base tonight, starting off with first base. Unfortunately, I did not make a list, so I know Coach P has, so you can read it off, and then we'll make changes as we go.
All right. You want me to start from 10 and work my way up?
Yeah.
All right. So first base, my 10th spot, I have Rhys Hoskins. At this point in time last year, I probably wouldn't have had him top 10, maybe top 15, actually. But last year, he put together a really good season. Defense is taking a stride in the right direction. It's still not great. That's the reason he's not higher than he is on my list. But when the dude swings the bat and makes contact, it goes a long way. What's up, James?
I think if he can continue what he did in the playoffs, because I mean he was hitting nukes like every series. It felt like almost every game that ball was going to go out the park. I think if he can continue to do that, I think he can potentially sneak his way into the top 5, and nobody would even notice it.
If he can stop making all those silly errors at first base, then absolutely. Because I think that he swings a top 5 bat, but he plays a barely top 12 defense. So, yeah. But I mean, dude, if he pieces up pitchers like he did Spencer Strider, probably the most electric moment one of the most electric moments I've ever seen in playoff baseball. Pains me to say that, but that bat spike, I mean, I don't know, man. You do that against other pitchers other than just Spencer Strider, and it's going to be a long season for anybody facing Rhys Hoskins. Number 9, I have Luis Arraez. So,
okay. What about? I'll side with the South Carolina Gamecocks guys. What about a guy like Christian Walker? Is he in your top 10?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go.
He just missed it. He just missed it. Don't worry. Okay. Just missed it.
I think he's a fringe guy. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, he's definitely fringe. That's why
I think he's 9 through 12.
Yeah,
exactly. And here's the thing. Well, see, I had him battling for 8th through 12th because 8 through 12, they're all essentially the same player. It's just like who's.
Yeah.
They're all streaky, but who has the longest streaks?
Yeah. All right.
So,
okay.
Number 8, I have Nathaniel Lowe.
Okay.
Texas Rangers.
Yep.
Number 7, Ty France. Dude had an insane year in Seattle.
Yeah. Agree.
This is where y'all might rip me apart, but number 6, I got Pete Alonso.
Ooh.
Because of the defense.
Well, I guess I'm the only one that's probably package.
Huh?
I might be the only one that doesn't agree with you on that one. Me and Davo. You got 3 fans.
No, I don't agree. I mean, I don't.
You don't?
I think he's 4. That's just me, though. Now that you're saying this.
I had him 3.
God, really? There's no way he's 3.
I think 4 through 6.
They're all the same.
So arguable.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I actually looked. So I didn't base my list off of MLB Pipeline, but I did look. And they had Pete Alonso, I think, 5th.
Okay.
But they had Matt Olson 6th.
Okay.
I had those guys flip because Olson plays better defense.
Correct.
And plus with the shift being banned now, Matt Olson might hit 275 plus.
That is true. I didn't think about that.
So his first at bat of spring training the other day was a ground ball to exactly where the shortstop would have been playing in the shift for a single into right field. And you might see that a lot now.
Yeah.
So who's 5th? Is it Olson?
I put Olson 5th.
Okay.
4th, I put Jose Abreu.
Yep.
3rd, put Vladdy.
Okay.
2nd, put Goldie.
There's no way.
And then Freddie 1st.
No.
But here's the thing. Okay. So Paul Goldschmidt had a better season than Freddie Freeman, but it's not like Freddie Freeman had a bad year.
No, he didn't.
Freddie Freeman has been consistent his entire. I mean, so is Paul Goldschmidt, but Freddie has been an overall better player throughout his entire career.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Bubba.
If I was basing my things off what?
I hate to break it to you, Bubba, but it's Goldschmidt's time.
I think it's Goldschmidt.
If I were to base things off a recency bias like that, I would be saying I haven't gotten my second base list yet. But if I were to base off a recency bias, I would say, oh, Jeff McNeil's a top 3 second baseman, and he's not 3. He's not. Anyways,
I
Okay.
think what Goldschmidt did this past season, I think he has to be
Is exactly what Freddie Freeman did in 2021.
correct, but it's just hard to rank these
Hey,
guys.
Goldschmidt's going to do it again,
anything
though,
can happen
so
in
don't worry
baseball.
about it.
Goldschmidt might have a better season again than Freddie. Well, but he might not at the same time.
So, do we agree that it's either Freddie or Goldie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're top two. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If
All right,
we
so
made the
let's-
list
all right, so
1A,
let's
1B, I'd be
figure this out.
fine with it.
Let's just figure this out, James. One.
Yeah.
Who got that one?
I got Goldschmidt.
Ryan,
Goldsmith.
John.
You
It's
don't
Goldschmidt.
pick.
That's Goldschmidt. Just
Oh,
put Goldschmidt.
Goldie.
Goldie. just put them because once those three said it, then it's over.
Ryan,
So-
get the brooms out. Get the
Hey,
brooms
Kelvin,
out.
that's just looking forward to this weekend with the Cox about to Clemson with the Bruins.
No.
Go ahead and say it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm putting Paul at 1 and Freddie at 2. If Freddie at 2, is that consensus?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's start at 10. I forgot who you said at 10, Coach P.
It was
Reese? Well, I have a list. I can screenshot and send it to you.
But no, that's fine. I mean, you said Reese Hopkins, right?
Hoskins, yeah.
Hoskins, not Hopkins. I know.
Brody!
Yeah, I was thinking of Brody. Any rejections to that, yo guys? Who would your guys' 10 be?
Probably Hoskins or Christian Walker, but
I think we should I've been reading that Arias is playing second.
Is he?
Yeah. Because I made a list as well and I looked it up and they said he's playing second, but then again, I don't know.
Ooh. Why? Who would be playing first?
I don't know.
he's on the Marlins now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
But
Why would he be?
Aguilar, if Aguilar's still on the team.
Yeah. So
Aguilar's
Aguilar
not
would
on
be
the team.
first. So wait, did
Aguilar-
Jazz move to short?
Aguilar doesn't play for
Jazz
the
is-
Marlins.
Jazz
does
is in center field.
You ever Ryan said?
That's right.
What'd you say, Brewer?
he? Aguilar doesn't play for the Marlins anymore.
Oh,
That's right too. Didn't they sign a first baseman though?
Yeah, no, it's what's his face? God. He's a lefty.
Not Josh Bell. He's with the Guardians.
Garrett Cooper?
Yeah, but he's the third base.
I just typed in Marlins first baseman.
Right,
Garrett
it is
Cooper was the
Cooper.
first name. Marlins, yep. Garrett
Yep.
Cooper, Luis Reyes. Is that his name?
Yeah, but apparently
Second
he's playing
base.
second now.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Who was that?
Who was that?
Was that Davo?
That wasn't me.
Holy
was
crap. We're getting way off topic.
Oh,
That was
crap.
Shane. That was Shane.
Heck no.
Was that you, Ryan?
No, it wasn't me.
It was John. It was John.
No, it was not, bro.
Who
Hey,
was
we got Fartgate going on.
Somebody literally like
No, it was friggin'
Rick
David,
Van.
man. That reminded me
Yeah.
of Super
It has to
Party.
be David, bro.
David laughed way too hard, way too quick.
hand on the Bible. What do you expect? All I hear is blah.
Yo, we gotta get the only person who ain't spoke is Owens.
He's on
Oh,
mute.
dude.
I'm on mute. What do you want me to
it
do?
was-
You're not gonna
Yeah,
get on,
either.
even if I
He
did do
broke
it.
the mute button.
Who was that? Who was it?
Who was it? Speak
And on the
up.
Bible, it was not me.
We're not moving forward until someone admits to it.
I feel like it was John. Look at him.
John's got that guilty look.
It was John.
It was
It's not me, fellas.
It was
You got the Yeti.
John. Woo!
Who? All right. Who
All
was
right.
it?
Well,
It's just a fart. It's just a fart.
yeah.
Nothing to hang up on. Here we go.
John, you are a menace to society, son.
How?
Shitting on camera, dude. Come on.
I did not shit on the camera, bro. Excuse my language for the 13 and under audience that may be watching. All right.
All right. So, all right.
We may just need to move on to the next one.
Let's go to second base.
Wait. I got to get a list down. I don't even have a list. I got 1 and 2, and that's it.
We'll figure that out later. We'll post it later.
Well,
I got the
we
list.
might as well talk about it now. I mean, but you got to think, Coach B. Your list isn't everybody's list. We got to get a consensus. So Reese Hoskins at 10. Is everybody okay?
Well, if
Move Hoskins up to 9 and Walker
Yeah.
to 10.
So
Christian Walker.
Reese
Christian
Hoskins,
Walker 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Christian Walker 10. All right, 8. Who you have at 8, Coach B?
Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe. You guys agree with that?
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
Ty France.
Everybody agree?
Yep.
Is it just TY or like TYE?
TY.
TY France. All right. 6.
Big Meat Pete.
Pete Alonso. Ooh, see,
No.
here we go. Where you? All right, James, where'd you have Pete up?
I had him at 3.
Ryan,
I like him at 6.
Joan,
5.
Maddie.
What? Sorry.
Pete Alonso. 6? No, maybe.
I mean, I've got him 5, but I guess 6 to do.
So we got like sounds like he's 5, so it would be 6.
Okay. So who would be?
I'm just saying, just based on average, I mean, we got a 3, we got a 5.
Who's 6? You want? I guess Olsen 6.
Abreu,
Yep.
maybe? He's getting older.
AL MVP. And he ain't 6.
Oh, have y'all said Abreu?
Abreu's not 6.
I mean, I had him 9 on my list.
Oh,
I think
nice.
Abreu is
My
6, man.
names.
So all right, let's work from 3. So after Paul and Freddie, who would be 3rd?
Vladdy.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
Vlad
can all agree on that. So it seems like 4 through 6 is the
So
4
So
old.
these 3 guys in no order have to be Abreu, Alonso, Olsen. But in what order?
all right, James.
Abreu, Alonso, Olsen.
Okay. Olsen, Alonso, Abreu.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I think Olsen's better than Alonso. Absolutely.
I agree.
Alonso hits more home runs, but I mean he may hit 7 more. So Olsen still gets you 38 plus.
So I'm hearing Olsen at 4.
Yep.
All right.
5 was, who did we say? Abreu?
Alonso
Alonso. Pete Alonso at 5.
and
And
Jose
Abreu.
Abreu at 6.
Okay, that sounds like a good list to y'all.
Yeah, it sounds like a great list.
I guess.
All right, second baseman. So wait, before we do that, let me get these numbers down real quick. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I guess now I gotta account for.
So wait, is there a consensus for 1?
It's got to be Altuve.
Altuve.
Okay, there we go. All right, Coach P, you can start. I just wanted to get that consensus.
Oh yeah,
Is
no.
there consensus too?
All right. Well, now I've got to account for Luis. So I'm trying to think. I had before I figured out that Luis was playing second. I had Colton Wong at 10.
Okay.
But
Out.
would you take him out and put Luis now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach B, I had Jorge Polanco at 10. Did you have him in the top 10?
I had him at 6.
Okay.
So wait, who's 10? Who do we say was 10?
Luis Arias.
Yeah.
Luis. All right. Dylan Brooks dressed like that to the game and had 7 points, 2 of 10. What a shame.
That
That
dude
guy's
is slack.
trash. He's probably my most hated player in the NBA. I just hate that guy. Sorry about that, Coach P. Continue. I just had
Oh,
to say
you're good. You're good. 9. I had a guy from my hometown. I got Brendan Donovan.
Okay.
He's probably like top 3 for me though.
That's
8.
right.
8. I got Ozzy Albies.
Okay.
7. I've got Ketel Marte. I think he could be higher, but he had a down year.
I'm saying he's lower than Albies. I'd switch them.
Really? We'll
Yeah.
come back to that. We'll come back to that. All right. 6, I had Polanco.
Mm-hmm.
5, I had Jeff McNeil. 4, I had Brandon Lau. 3, I had Marcus Simeon. 2, I had Andres Jimenez. And then 1, Altuve.
I think Marte's 5.
Whoa.
Hot take.
So,
Yeah. I had Marte 5.
okay. So would you want to do Marte 5, McNeil 6, Polanco 7, or Marte 5, Polanco 6, McNeil 7?
The first one.
Yeah, I think McNeil's better.
Yeah.
So 5.
5 is
It's
Ketel
Ketel
Marte.
I forgot what team he plays for now.
Diamondbacks.
I still on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. Probably get traded.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fellas, it might be Mookie Betts after he's got to play second this year. Got all the injuries the Dodgers have.
He'll be in right for the majority of the season.
I agree, but one more injury, he's got to play infield.
Dude, Dodgers?
Coach P, you say you're writing this down right in your notes.
Do what?
You say you're changing this in your notes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, because some names are just crazy.
That's
Oh,
why I
you
was
don't even-
telling you I'll just send you a screenshot.
I mean,
Yeah,
other than
when
that,
I-
I mean, I'm chilling with that list. I think it's a fun list.
Do we think Marcus Simeon is better than what's his name?
Jimenez?
I don't know. I
No.
mean, I think there's an argument, but I agree that Jimenez is better.
There was
Not
an
right now.
argument. There was an argument in 2021. I mean, Simeon was hurt most of last year, but also he didn't. When he was playing, it wasn't what Texas paid him for.
Yeah.
So
I think it's draft time.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
boy.
Oh wait, do we have an order?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
already got it, Melvin.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna
What?
like the order too.
Do I got number 1?
I got
No, no.
Do I got last pick?
All right, here we go. Number
I got
1.
last pick.
Whoa.
Whoa. Let me write this down.
So the
Let me write this
draft
down.
tonight is going to be all-time NBA starting 5 lineups. Now you have to get one player from each position. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. I do want to pose this question before we start getting into it. Are we going to allow secondary positions to go as your primary position? Like, let's say you draft Kevin Durant and put him at the power forward spot. Is
I
that
think
gonna
for
be
my
allowed?
sake, we shouldn't.
We should not.
I think it'll make it a little bit tougher
If we didn't,
if we do strictly by position. So technically, if somebody were to draft Luka, would he be a point or would he be a 3?
Yeah.
Be a point, right?
Yeah.
It could be a point. Okay. Yeah, I think that really tests our skills if we want to go by. We just go by their original
Primary position then. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah,
We'll do it by
primary
primary position then. I just wanted to ask that before we got into it, just to make sure.
So draft order, who we got?
Number 1.
We got James.
Crap.
Then we got John. Then we got Davo. Then Frat Boy Owens. Then me. Then Ryan. Then Melvin.
Golly, I feel like this is some collusion. So who's after Davo?
Collusion.
Owens.
Owens, Friday Matty. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I wonder
Who's
who
that?
I'm going to get for my second pick.
Who's after Owens?
Coach
Who's
P's
after-
after Owens.
Coach B.
I can go ahead and let you on a top 3 is about to go by like in 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a good feeling.
I'll spiel mine out, John.
And then wait, after Coach B is Ryan.
Yep.
1, 2. And then of course, me's definitely some collusion going on. I call it redraft.
David,
Till
I'm
I
looking
get
at what you
number
just
1.
sent me, bro.
Do what?
Look at what you just sent me.
Yeah, freaking
All
boy.
right, James, you can start whenever I guess.
So I got first pick. I got to go with a guy that's going to make my team a team. I'm not going to go with a guy who scored first. I'm not going to go with a guy who's all about me, because there's no I in team.
Just say him, bro.
I'm going with a guy who's proved time and time again
Jesus.
that he's the best player on the planet. And
Say
best
the
player
name.
that ever will be. Let me get the 6'8" kid from Akron, LeBron, GOAT, James.
Golly.
I wonder who I get with the second pick. Give me Michael Jordan.
Of course. Okay.
The third pick in the NBA all-time draft.
You know who he's
David
picking.
Prince is selecting shooting guard
Yep.
Kobe Bryant. Come on, man.
All right, Owens.
Give me Kareem, the former all-time scoring leader.
All right. Coach B.
Give me Magic Johnson.
Ooh, good pick.
Good pick.
That's what I was
Yeah,
looking
thought he
for.
must
You
have
might
went
point guard, but that's not going to happen.
Ryan.
Give me Shaq.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Whoa, that's early.
That is early.
Most dominant player of all time.
Early. That's early for Shaq. Come on, guys.
Most
That's not
dominant player
early.
of all
That's right in the
time,
right
Ryan?
area.
Most dominant player of all time.
Give
What?
me I got back-to-back picks here. I can go a lot of places here. Give me first. I want to grab a big man. Give me a Hakeem. Give me a Hakeem at center, and for my 3 or my 1, shit, I won't pick for a while after this pick. Give me Kevin Durant.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Give me Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Durant.
Durant.
You
Wide
better
open.
make a smart pick here.
Come on, Brewer. You got to pick him.
Or Brewer. Got to pick him.
There's no way you don't pick him here.
Give me Larry Legend.
There you go. There you
He's
go.
bird, man.
Y'all got Larry over KD. Come on, guys. Are you serious?
Yeah, I do.
This is
If we're talking about team building,
there.
if we're talking
All
about
right.
team building, come on, KD. All right, Coach B, go ahead.
Give me a shooting guard to complement Magic. Give me Allen Iverson.
Wow.
The guy, what's gonna get taken, man?
Owens.
All right, at the point, the greatest shooter in the world, Steph Curry.
That's who I was debating between. I was debating between KD
Oh my
and
God. I'm about to go crazy with my pick.
Davo.
If I can get him. Come on, Davo.
Give
Don't
me
pick
a
him here.
second. I messed up my whole.
Dude, I'm like fingers crossed right now.
I need to know who you guys thinking of that we missed.
Holy
Think-
crap.
At the point guard position, I'm gonna snag. Wait. I can come back and get him later. I think at my. This is actually very hard. This is where we got all like the greats. Oh man, do I get a? I can't think of small forwards.
I can think of one,
I'm thinking about 15
but I'm not
right
going to
now.
get him on my team.
Give me a second, fellas.
Oh,
Sorry, fellas.
Want to play Jeopardy music?
Are you kidding me? You can't think of a small. I can think of a small.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. I mean, you can pick anybody you want.
Give me Scottie Pippen at small
There it
forward.
is.
Wow.
yeah.
Scotty that high. John?
I'm going big man here. We're going to go ahead and get this guy off. I'm surprised he didn't get off
Crap.
earlier. He scored 100 points in a game. Wilt Chamberlain.
Crap.
That's fine.
Oh man, I'm going with the greatest power forward of all time, Tim Duncan, and then shoot, let me think. I think I gotta go center here. Shoot, you'll pick the most of the good centers. Let me think. You know what? Let me get Patrick Ewing at center. I need a big.
Pat Ewing?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I respect that. I think you could have went. Who do you have all time, Dwight or Patrick Ewing?
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, so this next he's also big. He plays right now. Probably the most dominant player in the past 3 or 4 years. Give me Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 4.
I would have done that,
I was
but
thinking about taking
we
him.
couldn't do secondary positions. So
All right, Devo.
Yeah, I'm doing some research. Because I'm not sure
man.
which guys play which. Oh wow. Give me Dirk at power forward.
I
I
like
like
that.
that.
Damn.
It's a good move.
I'll keep I'll keep the big man theme going. Give me KG at the 4.
Dadgummit.
I like
That's
that.
what I was deciding between.
Coach P.
I'll go ahead and I'll go power forward too. Give me Charles Barkley.
Golly. I was thinking about taking Charles.
Yep.
Ryan?
Fellas, I need a guy to distribute the rock. Give me John Stockton at the point guard spot.
That was the guys will come back and get.
what?
Stockton.
What do you mean, what?
I would have picked a couple of people before him.
Well, that's why I was
Yeah.
my pick, James.
I did not expect him to go that early. Big, yeah.
I need a 1, 2, and a 4. Golly, this is tough, man. All these guys are taken that I'm looking for. I could take I don't want to say any names. I'm gonna take. Lights tripping out. At my 4, give me. I don't think many people like this guy. I'm not gonna say it. Well, I guess I'll say his name, Karl Malone. For many reasons.
No.
I picked up.
Give me Karl Malone. And at the, I'm gonna take a 2 here because I feel like I can get a lot of good ones later. At a 2, give me the 3rd greatest shooting guard of all time, Dwayne Wade.
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm an idiot.
Back to the drawing board.
Who'd you go with?
It's
I
just
wanted Dwayne
You got D-Wade.
Malone. My team defensively, who is scoring on my team right now?
My team defensively.
Holy
There's
crap.
I got
There's
D-Wade,
that Kelvin.
Carmelo, and Akeem Olajuwon.
There's that Kelvin
I got
mentality of I'm always the best.
Giannis.
You
and
do.
Chamberlain.
You do have MJ and Giannis. That's great. I'm
And
just
Chamberlain.
Wilt wasn't really known for his defense like that. Played against plumbers.
Oh.
Come on, Ryan.
This is the all-time.
Come on, Ryan.
There's a center on the board.
Come on, Ryan Brewer.
Man, this is tough.
Come on, Mullins, man.
I'm really
Do we
regretting
wanna-
the John Stockton pick now because I was expecting D-Wade to be there still.
Quick question.
Ryan, have
Go,
you picked
Ryan.
the center by chance?
He got shot.
Oh, okay. Crap.
Yeah.
Quick question for you, go Ryan. Do y'all want to add a 6-man or no?
No.
No.
Five.
Oh,
All right,
this
go
is
ahead.
about to be a really hot take. I'm gonna get a score. Give me Reggie Miller at the 2.
Reggie Miller. Come on, Ryan.
Evil.
I would have picked somebody else over him. I'll say it after this.
I would have
but
picked about
that's-
2 people over him, 2 or 3.
I would have picked like 5 people over Reggie.
Well, I
Yeah.
panicked, fellas. I really panicked.
All right, Coach P.
Some of them are current.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me some dunk power. I'm going to take Dominique Wilkins.
Neek.
We're idiots, fellas. The more I'm like thinking about it.
Owens.
I didn't catch the other one you said, Kel, but I hope it wasn't Kawhi.
No, it was not Kawhi.
Kawhi's at the 3 for me.
That was my pick.
Owens' team is really stacking up here, guys.
That was my next pick.
All right, Devo. I think Ryan left an embarrassment with Reggie Miller and Stockton back to back.
Got a quick question. Has Moses Malone been picked?
He is not.
No.
I'm deciding between 2 centers right now.
Hey, there's a center on the board that we're not even thinking of.
I know, and I know who it is.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
fine.
pick him.
This is,
Guy played against Plumbers.
yeah, I think I do have to. If this is the guy I'm thinking of.
He hasn't been
You're
taken
thinking
yet.
of.
I know who you're talking about.
You're talking
What I said.
about,
Devo.
we share the same name.
What?
You're not
That's
thinking
not
about
who I'm thinking at all.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
You thinking about Superman?
No.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
Who the
Devo,
heck
think
you
about
thinking
about
of?
rings. Think about rings.
I
That's all I give you.
see what you're talking about now. This is hard, fellas.
It's not.
Well, I'm trying to build my team like well-rounded
Yes.
as well.
I mean, you could take any center around your team.
Just say a center is a center.
Just pick one, David. You got it.
I think I'm gonna go with holy crap.
He's not in the league anymore.
He may be dead.
I was
He's
making
dead.
Dale was not dead.
crap.
He is dead. He's got his jersey patch all over him here and now.
Give me Bill Russell. Give me Bill Russell at center.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
I wanted to
Yeah,
take Dwight Howard so
so
bad.
I really don't want to pick this guy, but I'm looking at my team. I need an offensive-minded guy. We got 3 all-around guys. I need another 30-point a game scorer because that's what my team is right now.
Mhm.
Give me Carmelo Anthony at the 3.
Let's go. All right, I get my guy at the 2. Best, probably one of the better left-handed players of all time. Give me James Harden.
James Harden. Yeah.
And then at the 1, I don't know if this is going to be allowed. Y'all just tell me if he's not a point guard. Give me Jerry West.
I'll let it slide. He was a point/2.
I love my team.
I think I'll let it slide.
Now you're leaving me with the point guard. Well,
Please don't take what I want to take.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, the guys I could get right now. The guys that I could get right now. Insane.
Come on, Sean.
But I'm going to go. I don't know if he's been taken or not. Give me the big O, Oscar Robertson.
He is
Okay.
not. Oscar. All right, Devo, last pick.
Give me Steve Nash at the point guard, man.
Steve Nash. Okay. Steve Nash and Dirk combo. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Owens.
All right, I got another pick for this if y'all
You
don't
need
allow.
you need a 2.
Yeah, so 2 guard. I want to go Dame for 2 guard. Y'all gonna allow that?
No, Dame's a point.
No.
Yeah, he's point.
He's a
All
point.
right, give me the other Splash brother. Give me Clay.
Clay, I like that. What about he hasn't been taken? Nobody else can take a 2. Ray Allen?
Ray Allen is up there.
I would take him over Reggie. Sorry, Ryan.
In terms of
I
point
would take
guard, you
Vince
got
Carter over him too,
Rajon Rondo,
and
Kyrie
Tracy
Irving.
McGrady.
David, did you say Rondo for point guard?
Maybe.
No.
Rondo Prime was
Right, yeah, prime Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo
So-
Prime was a demon.
I
Baron
can name
Davis.
20 point guards better than Prime Rondo.
head boy.
Good
I
boy.
don't
Same.
Where's Chris Paul? I mean, Coach P.
Gilbert
Go ahead.
Arenas.
I'm thinking, man. I got to get a center. I've got 2. Well, I've got 3 on my mind. 2 of them are legit picks. One of them's for the memes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You got this.
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, take him.
picked.
Oh, he's picked.
Yeah,
so I had
Jones take
2.
him.
Crap.
I'll list the centers that are taken: Patrick Ewing, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem, Shaq, and Akeem. So,
Screw it. I'm going for the memes. Give me Yao Ming.
That's what I
yeah.
was. That's what I was seriously considering taking Yao Ming.
Well, so I'll tell you all the story behind that in a little bit. We'll go on.
Go ahead, Ron.
Are y'all gonna let me count David Robinson as a 4?
He's
mean,
really
Yeah,
a
Tim Duncan.
5.
Center.
He's a
Come on,
5. He's a 5. He's a 5.
Give me Chris
He's
Webber.
a 5. Ryan, what the
Well,
fuck is
that's
good
another-
on-
Ryan, come on, dude.
Yeah, he needs a 4. He needs a 4.
Oh yeah, Chris Webber. Yep.
Ryan, come on, dog. C Webb.
I mean, frick, man. I had all my eggs in one basket with David
Kevin
Robinson.
McHale?
I'll shut that one down. Oh, yeah, give me Kevin McHale. Let's go.
Nope,
Give me
nope. Nope, nope,
Nope,
nope,
nope,
nope. Nope. Already said.
Man, come on, man. Give me.
You
Help me
could have
out.
went.
Help
You
me
could have
out.
went
Get
Anthony Davis.
Dale.
C Webb.
Give me McHale, man. Come on, Melvin.
Are we gonna give him Mikal?
Give me
Yeah.
McHale. Come on,
All right.
Melvin.
He said C Webb. He
I
said
panicked,
Chris-
man. I thought you were going to let me take David Robinson.
Your panic pick is Chris Webber.
Good point.
You could have said Anthony Davis. You could have said a whole bunch of people. Big C Webb. Not disrespecting C Webb, but come on.
He was tough, man.
I would beat Indiana by 32, by the way, fellas.
Damn.
No,
At the point,
22.
man, the last pick of the draft, I could take a lot of people.
I just gave it to you, Kel.
I know people are gonna think I'm so biased. They know I'm a huge fan, but I don't
Yeah.
care. Give me Dame Dollar.
Exactly. That's why you told me no, I couldn't use it because you wanted to use it.
Hell yeah, I want Dame Dollar. I need a shooting on my
That's
team.
crazy.
I
That
need a
is
shooting
actually
on my
crazy.
team because if you look at my team, right, I have KD. He's really my only shooter. I can't go Russ. Russ isn't a great shooter. I'm going team building. Dame. We just saw Dame drop 71 and pull up for damn near 40 feet.
yeah.
I mean,
That's a lot of team there. 71 points.
all right. So James, tell me what I'm gonna repeat your team and tell me what you like about your team. Jerry West, James Harden, LeBron James, Timmy D, Pat Ewing.
That's an all-around freaking stud team. Like, there's not a weakness on that team.
There is.
What is it then?
I just don't. Other than LeBron James, I just don't see anybody else you can give it to in the clutch.
Harden, West. You realize that 3 people have averaged 27, 5, and 5 in NBA history, and it's Jerry West, a guy named LeBron, and another guy named Kevin Durant.
You didn't answer my question though.
Hey, you give it to LeBron, give it to West, give it to Harden, give it to Tim Duncan, give it to Ewing. It don't matter. They've all hit clutch
James. I
shots.
think the only problem with your team is that you have a lot of passive guys. I'll say that because LeBron is pass first. James now is pass first. Jerry West was kind of pass first. I guess Timmy D wasn't really pass first. I mean, he's a center. And I don't know. I like your team. If I just had to find a weakness for it, I just had to say something. John, Oscar Robertson, MJ, Carmelo, Giannis, Wilt.
I mean, we're scoring like 170 points a game, and we're locking it down to under 100.
I like that. I would attack the 3 with Carmelo. But I think that's your only weak spot
I
defense.
mean, sure. I mean, go ahead. Then I'll just throw Giannis or MJ or Big O or whoever I got to on whoever's scoring a lot. It's not a big deal.
Now, I would say the only weakness on your team is probably shooting. I mean, you got Carmelo, but I mean, Oscar wasn't a great shooter. MJ mid-range was great. 3-point not really wasn't great. Giannis isn't a great shooter, and obviously was not shooting.
Like these Carolina guys say, they create chaos. Well, that's what my team is. So we're creating chaos.
All right, Davo, you probably have I really don't understand your team, but Steve Nash, Kobe, Scottie Pippen, Dirk, Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about
I don't see the problem with that team. I don't know why y'all are hating.
Very well rounded.
That's a solid team.
Steve Nash's pass first, Kobe score first, Scotty's pass first, Dirk score first, and Bill Russell's going to solidify in the paint.
I
Bill
guess
Russell's going to do Bill Russell things.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm coming more around to. I think instead of Steve Nash, I probably would have took Chris Paul. What's funny about that?
If I would pick anybody over Steve Nash, or Kyrie Irving.
Or Jason Kidd.
Or Kyrie Irving.
Nah, I'm just talking in terms of if you want a point guard who can facilitate just as good as Steve Nash and play defense, give me Chris Paul.
What?
Chris Paul? What do you mean? What? Chris Paul's like an 8-time All-NBA first-team defender.
Steve Nash led the league in steals like 5 years.
Steve Nash is known as one of the
more of a
worst defensive point
guard.
guard.
Ain't that right, David? You made a great pick at point.
Thank you.
Did you?
Yeah, you're welcome, man. He's a better shooter than Chris Paul.
Steve Nash is my favorite player of all time. You're telling me he's a capable defender?
Yeah.
The Lakers and Tony and the Spurs picked on him in the playoffs for a reason. He couldn't play defense.
Picked on Chris Paul.
All right. Owens, Steph, you got the Splash Brothers, man. Steph and Clay with Kawhi, KG, and Kareem. Your team is just well-rounded. You got 3-point shooting. You got defense. You got everything.
Yeah, no one's stopping that team.
Yeah, okay, bud.
And boy.
No one. No.
Coach P, you got Magic, AI, Neek, Charles, and Yao Ming. What do you like about your team?
Yao Ming. That's what I like about it. Yao Ming.
Yeah. Can I change the pick?
Nope.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. Let's move on.
I would say the only weakness of your team, Coach P, is shooting. You really don't have any shooters on your team. AI's probably your best shooter, maybe.
Yeah.
Or Neek, probably AI. Ron, Mr. Pan, Mr. C Webb. You got John Stockton, Reggie Miller, Larry, Kevin McHale, and Shaq. Man, I can tell you something, Ron. Your team's shooting.
We're shooting the rock.
You're shooting the rock.
We are shooting the rock. Yep. I don't hate it. Was it the best draft I've ever done? Probably not. That team's gonna compete. We're gonna score a lot of friggin' points. So I care about. That's the way that you gotta play nowadays. We're gonna score some points.
I respect that. I like that. My team, I got Dame Dollar, Dwayne Wade, KD, Karl Malone, Hakeem. Thing I like about my team. What? The thing I like about my team, lockdown inside, you got 2 8, 9-time all NBA defensive team players, Hakeem and Karl Malone, with a lockdown defensive shooting guard, Dwayne Wade. I got pick and roll action with Dame and Karl Malone, the King, two of the greatest pick and roll players of all time. I got my shooting with KD, mid range with D Wade and KD. Like, I don't know. All right, James, you got any changes to your team?
Heck no.
John?
The only pick that I would change is Big O to Kyrie Irving, but I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right, Davo?
No, sir.
Owens?
Nah.
Coach P?
I got one.
All right.
Sorry, Yao Ming, you're out.
Okay.
Give me Dwight Howard.
Dwight, I like that. I like that move. That's a good move. Ryan, you probably want to change your whole team. Who you got?
I'm gonna let him ride, man. I'm gonna let him ride.
Ryan, you can get so much. You get so much better than Reggie Miller.
Well,
Bro, but you got a point.
He got John Stockton at that
It's,
point. I mean, you can get Chris Paul, Zeke, Jason Kidd.
What is up with you and Chris Paul?
I'm gonna let
No, I
John,
hate Chris
You
Paul.
picked Damian Lillard over Chris Paul too.
I did to fit my team. I needed a scorer.
Chris Paul can. You don't need a score, bro. You got KD and D Wade and a King
You have
Yeah,
the
be more
greatest.
and Karl
coach
Malone. You have the
of all time,
third.
King
Yeah, you
Kong.
have Karl Malone.
Man,
You
low
don't need him
key,
scoring.
I may run these teams in 2K, turn off injuries, turn off stamina, and see who wins. I really feel like
Do
doing
it.
this right now.
Let's do it.
Well, 2K meat rides Giannis and MJ, so you know that's true.
No, I'm not debating you. Not debating. I mean, Brian, you stick with yours?
no, let me change it to Clyde Drexler.
See, there we go. Clyde,
Yeah,
I like
won a
that.
championship because of King.
What, James?
I said that he only won a championship because of Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, but he's still better than Reggie Miller. So
I'm not making any changes now. I will name some players who definitely shouldn't have been left off this list. Guys, where's Dr. J?
Uh,
being
out this
he
list.
can't shoot, so he's not gonna be on my squad.
I
Not
mean, we
gonna
got
be on my-
Dominique. We got Dominique on here. You can put Dr. J on here.
I don't know. I think I like Wilkins better.
You what? You just say Neek over Dr. J, John? Please stop. Moses Malone.
I mean, if it's
Stop
Coach P's
thinking.
team better.
No, I'm not saying Moses Malone, widely regarded as top 20 player all time, not taken. Yeah, Dr. J, Elgin Baylor. Did David Robinson did not get taken.
I tried.
Isaiah Thomas did not get taken. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, obviously we're missing some guys. Jason Kidd, Gary Payton.
What?
I'm looking at a top 75 list all time. They had Gary Payton like at 46. I'm just saying, which I think is not bad. No, 75 NBA team guys act like he wasn't a scrub or something.
Well, he was good, but I mean, I mean, look at the point guards that everybody has on their teams. I just don't think he's making the cut.
I was deciding between
Well,
Zeke.
never mind. He should be on your team other than Damian Lillard. I will say that.
I don't think Gary Payton would have fit my team. I need a shooter.
I mean, Kelvin, you could have picked Isaiah Thomas.
I could have, but like I said, I needed a dog at scoring. And if I can get a guy who just scored, who has the third most 60-point games in NBA history, then I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Isaiah
besides-
Thomas is better all time.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying he is, but I'm fitting my team. I don't think Isaiah Thomas would have really fit my team.
Yeah.
He's
Just
good,
not
right?
a whole lot of championships.
He's a good pick and roll guy.
Says not a lot
Not a lot of
of championships.
championships on your team, Kev.
How many D-Wade got? D-Wade got 3, right?
Yeah.
KD got 2, Carmelo 0, Hakeem 2. I got 7 rings.
Oh, I got a lot.
John, you got 6. Oscar won with 1. Carmelo none. Giannis 1. John, you got like 8 or 9. You got that many.
Yeah, I got a shit ton, dude.
You got You got 9.
Dude, that's
I got 7.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think the person with the most rings is probably
James.
no, it's Davo. He got Bill Russell. He won automatic.
That's cheat code.
He got Bill Russell and Scotty and Kobe.
If we're talking about people we left off John Havlicek.
John Havlicek ain't making this top.
I'm just saying. I think Ryan could have picked him up at the 2, but
Over Clyde Drexler?
I mean, he's 26K points.
I think the best player left off here was probably Moses Malone. He's
Yeah,
probably
but
the best player
he's
left
just
off.
known for rebounding. I don't need a rebounder. I got Tim Duncan, LeBron, Jerry West, Harden. Even they all average over 5 rebounds a game.
Dude, I'm getting hella boards. Hella boards.
I think I'm getting more boards than you. I got Carmelo and King.
Dog, what? Big O average a triple-double.
Yeah, you do got Big O. I forgot about Big O. I forgot about him.
And Melo averages pretty decent amount.
Yeah,
Then
Melo
Giannis
was like
averages
7 or
10,
8.
and Will averages like 20 a game.
I'm definitely gonna run these teams on 2K probably like tomorrow and just see what goes on.
Absolutely.
I really need to know who has the best team. Who isn't in 2K? Charles isn't in 2K. No, you took Reggie off. All my guys are in 2K.
You can just do a user-created roster that has them on.
Yeah. Owens, all your people. No, Kareem's in 2K. Dave, all your players in 2K. Is Steve Nash in 2K? Didn't he?
He's
I
in
don't
it.
know.
I've
He's in
used
it. Thought he
2K.
was.
He's in.
And I think all of our guys are in 2K except for Barkley. All right, I can just download a Charles Barkley. That's fine. Sorry with me.
Well, I think that does it for us tonight. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. We'll get these drafts out for y'all to also comment on the socials, and we will see y'all next week.